now you play the harlot and the whore, dancing alone on a couple's dancing floor. So dance with me, hold me closely, and when our bodies touch, you're gonna feel that rush.
You're listening to TalkSlamRadio.com. From our studios to the world, we bring you the finest in quality entertainment. So grab a beverage, put out the Do Not Disturb sign, and settle in for another fine show from TalkSlamRadio.com.
All right, I tell you, welcome again to another fine Tuesday night. Myself, Antonio, and my co-host, Levi Metamagu, and this is How Did We Get Here? How did we get here? Very simple. Took a bath, got in a car, and drove here. For all you funny people. You know, they try to get funny, you know. It's like every week they come up with something funny. How did you get there? Well, I just told you, so no funny business. Tonight, we are going to get underway. We've got a lot of interesting things to talk about. Got very lovely ladies that are going to be coming out to visit us this evening and talk about where they're at and how they got there. But first, I'd like to start out. It seems like almost every week, literally almost every week now, I've had to say my condolences because of some insanity, some stupid person killing people.
Yep.
And again. What is going on with that, man?
That Sikh temple.
Yeah,
that Sikh temple somewhere. Some crazy guy.
It's just insane. I mean, my heart goes out to everybody. My heart goes out to, I mean, you go to a place of worship, no matter what you believe. I mean, you should be able to go to a house of worship and worship and feel comfortable.
Yep.
But my heart goes out to those people. And that guy, he actually shot a police officer and ended up dying himself. They shot him. Goodbye. See ya.
See you.
Wouldn't want to be here. Yeah, see you next time. Before we get on, okay, of course, we said that, and I always want to start out my show by expressing things like that. I hope I don't ever have to do it, but it is what it is. I'd like to give a shout out, and I hope they're watching tonight or listening, Mr. Mario Tremaine and Leslie Dean from Scary Cherry and the Bang Bangs. I'll tell you, I hope you call up to say hello on this fine Tuesday night with us. And a special shout out goes to my best friend, Mr. Angel Arabello. I'll tell you, he's a really close friend of mine. We have a shop out off of Waters Avenue called Angel Smoke Shop. And all kinds of interesting things you might want there. Adult novelties even. Hey, you know, adult novelties, it's a big business, man. Adult novelties is a big business.
Is it?
Oh, my God. Man, they got stuff now. They literally do have vibrators that you can stand from across the room like driving a car. Yeah. It's true. I'm not making this up, man. I mean, it's incredible. They got things called the rabbit, the demon, the devil. I mean, if you want it, it's out there.
Yeah.
It's out there.
Yeah. You
oh, my God.
Please.
Here's a true story, Levi. This Sunday, I made it out to my shop, which is over at Oldsmar Market, and it was really interesting because all of a sudden, one of the other people that have a shop there started talking about somebody that came in to sell them a blow-up doll. A blow-up doll. But the interesting part about it is that he wanted this guy to take it back, and the box was open. And the guy acted like his heart was being ripped out of his chest from what this guy says about his girlfriend or his wife, I don't know, making him give up or resell his plastic woman. Is that crazy? That's crazy. I mean, flesh on flesh. That's where it's at.
Yep.
And if you have any opinions about that stuff, you can always give us a call right here at How Did We Get Here? On Talk Slam Radio. And here it is. How did we get here? The number is 727-597-4022. Or you can email me at Antonio1Y1 @hotmail.com. And that'll come into use later on. But if you have any comments or anything like that, shoot them through there. And we'll definitely pick up on that. That is for sure. So, man, what a tragedy. That is for sure.
Yep.
So what's your thought on that, Levi? I mean, where are we going with all this?
Well, we're living in a world today where the standards that we were brought up to believe in has been tossed to the side, and people feel that there's no consequences for
Very true.
for
Very true.
certain wrongdoings, because you have a lot of people don't even believe in God, and they said a fool lean on his own understanding, you know.
That's
And
an
this- and
interesting
this-
quote there.
This is what's happening today, man.
Yeah, I believe that people believe there is no consequences, and they don't think of how it actually troubles the ones around them. And I mean, all the devastation that's rippled off of that. Just like last week, we had a conversation about people having to go through a dope house in order to get a little bit of weed. Come on, man, wake up! Tell your senators, tell your president, legalize it. You're laughing. It's the truth, man. I mean,
Yeah.
I got to catch a little, but do whatever, man. That's the way I kind of think of it. And the other thing is, too, is that I don't know about everybody out there in Webland, but I remember literally the time of mourning of 9/11. I remember it. I'll never forget it. I guess it was something like our parents remembering the World War II or any traumatic event. I remember exactly where I was sitting. I remember the time, and just down to the second, I know where I was, and that just blows me away. And we're coming up on another anniversary of that, and wow, what a devastating thing. But it comes back to the massacre and this and that, folks. Come on, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
How did we get here? How did we get here to end up doing that to each other? Do you know that humans are the only species on the planet, and you can research this, the only species on the planet that prays against another human of the same species for no reason whatsoever?
No reason.
No reason.
Yeah,
I mean, there's no
those-
animal
those
that does
two-
that.
Those two massacre that happened, the one in Colorado and the one in the Sixth Temple. What was the sky reason? These were moviegoers going out to watch a good movie, and they
And
end
then
up,
and the other one's going to a church to pray.
right.
Whatever you believe in,
So
it doesn't matter.
Where are we safe now?
You know what? And gun control is not. And I said this last week. I have shot firearms for years, and I got my concealed weapons permit about 2.5 years ago. And I'm not crazy. That's questionable. No, I'm not crazy. I mean, there's no reason for me to do anything with my weapon unless there is harm to be done to me.
Right.
I'm not going to chase anybody down. I'm not going to do anything like that. It has, if you come to me and hurt me or my people around me, and I know that one of us is going to end up dying, I'm going to shoot you in the leg. If that doesn't stop you, then we'll go on. But, and I believe in nonviolence is the cure, but you can't be complacent at the same time, because there's people like the guy at the movie theater and a guy that walks into a church. My Lord. That's like, man, I tell you, man, just, I don't know. If anybody's got any thoughts of that, I mean, please chime in tonight at the show. How did we get here? We want to know your opinion about it.
I'm not blotting in, but
No, please.
I wrote a song about it. It calls, If We Can't Come Together and Live as One, There Will Be Guns and Roses, Burial and Funeral, a whole lot of people on a journey of riding down a one-way street on a journey of no return.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, I'm sure that hopefully we share that with myself and the audience out there. So let's move on to some more interesting things out there. I was talking about reality shows, okay, last week, and I didn't. And I didn't elaborate in it. So I have not really watched them. So what I did is I set out and watched a bunch of them. A bunch of reality shows over the week, since last week. I watched a bunch of them. I made sure I watched all of it so the next time I talked about it, I would know what to say about it. And I want people to call in if you have anything to say about it. But they have this new one called Cut Off. These are wealthy daughters or wives of very wealthy people that they have to go to this house and they get completely cut off of their money. And they have to survive like majority of us out there on a budget.
Yeah.
And these are people that these are women that spend like $3,000, $5,000 a week on clothes. I was like, oh my God. So that was one of them that I caught. I couldn't believe it. And, we talked about that last week about how people have become so shallow in our life. It just amazes me. $5,000 on clothing a week. I guess if you have a lot of money and multi-millions, I guess it doesn't matter, $5,000 or whatever, but it makes me think that with $20,000, you could feed a village.
Yeah,
You could feed a village.
and this is what I think too, that mess up a lot of relation because people are so into that lifestyle that, like, if a woman like that now, if her man can't support that
Right.
$3,000 a week clothes lifestyle, she feel inadequate.
Right. It is like that.
We came in this world naked, and naked we will go.
Oh, that was a
I
good one.
never see a removal truck following nobody to the cemetery.
Agreed. I agree completely. Oh, and also, I told you guys that I was a Batman fanatic. Well, there's me and Adam West. That's right, at a convention. He signed a Life magazine for me. Yes, I do love Batman. Do enjoy Batman. Here he is holding a bomb. Any of you that remember these shows, I mean, these were great. Campy and great. And then here's me. I know you really can't see it up in that camera, but that's me and Adam West having a conversation. I spent a little bit of time with him. I'll tell you, what a great guy. I mean, he created a show. Well, they created a show, and he was just perfect at the right time, and that keeps on going on. Batman is just fun, and he doesn't believe in killing people. That's the other good thing. I want to ask you a question, Levi. Does creativity hit you better at night? Because it does me. Late at night, that's when I get creative. I can wake up in the middle of the night, and I've been writing in my book, and I can wake up in the middle of the night and start writing in a pad. I've got all kinds of different pads everywhere, and one day, hopefully this year, I'll put it all together, and I'll have my book out.
Yeah, I get my best creative drive, like, as you say, if I go to bed early and wake up by about 2, 3.
I know sex is great in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
12 o'clock.
That's why you could have seen his face. I said, sex is the best in the morning. Yeah. Eyes wide open, man. I believe that. And did you know that really women, from what I understand, I can't personally tell you, but only from what I understand and talks about with women, is that sex is really great for women in the morning. So if that's true, I want to hear from you. I want you to tell me if I'm right or wrong. I can handle it. This is only the information that was given to me. You give me information and I take it, and then we run with it.
Like
But I know I enjoy it. Sex in the morning is a good thing.
He says sex for one.
Now I need to start having sex to enjoy it again. But I asked you last week, and you were like,
Sex for one is bad. For two, wonderful.
Oh, that is really good. I tell you, but I do believe that you should mentally get it on with somebody. If you can mentally get it on with somebody, the rest is easy. It's like riding a bicycle.
Like a cup of water.
Like a cup of water, I tell you.
Drinking
Place
a
the
cup
least
of water.
resistance, that's for sure. But that's what I believe. I believe that mentally getting it on can be just as fine, because once you do that part, well, like I said, everything else is kind of easy on that level, that's for sure. But watching these shows, I tell you what, man, it is really amazing. It really amazes me. But after I talked about it, I had to sit down and watch as many as I could. I mean, I watched from pawn this and pawn that. And that's the other funny thing.
Yeah.
People really think they're getting a deal. They walk into these pawn shops, and then people at home are watching it. You don't understand. If something is worth $2,000 and they give you $200 for it, even if you found it, they're taking advantage of you. You did not win the lottery by finding something like what I'm looking at. Would be probably one thing that stop it. Okay, we're going to see those in a little bit. I promise you will see what I saw. And maybe we'll have some entertaining. Look at Levi. Wow.
Put it on.
It's a wild show tonight. That's what it's all about. How did we get here? It's not about me. It's about you and you, or three of you over there. It's all about everybody. How we got here as a whole, how you got there as an individual. And also, before we go on break, we're going to have Mr. Marty Marrero, casting director from South Beach. It's going to be on next week. And also Alan from Alan Directs, author and director. But right now, we're going to take a little pause from the cause, I do believe, from Mr. Nolan, the man with the plan, right here at TalkSlamRadio.com. How did we get here? Be cool. Be right back. Stick around.
Love so boundless, so is the price. Rivers long, ocean wide. Love so boundless, so is the price. The heavens declare the glory of Jah. The firmament showeth its handiwork. Heavens declare the glory of Jah. The firmament showeth its handiwork. So hail him, hail him, hail him, Jah Rastafari. Hail him, hail him, hail him, Jah Rastafari. Jah Rastafari, Jah Rastafari, Jah Rastafari, ever living. Jah Rastafari, Jah Rastafari, Jah Rastafari, ever giving. Magnificent, magnificent, magnificent is Jah Rastafari. Magnificent, magnificent, magnificent is Jah Rastafari. Hail him, hail him, hail him, Jah Rastafari. Hail him, hail him, hail him, Jah Rastafari. Rivers long, ocean wide. Love so boundless, so is the price. Rivers long, ocean wide. Love so boundless, so is the price. The heavens declare the glory of Jah. The firmament showeth its handiwork. Heavens declare the glory of Jah. The firmament showeth its handiwork. So hail him, hail him, hail him, Jah Rastafari. Hail him, hail him, hail him, Jah Rastafari. Magnificent, magnificent, magnificent is 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 Jah Rastafari.
I tell you, Nolan says, handle it, handle it. How can I handle it? Jesus. No, he was talking to her. Handle the microphone now. I'll tell you, we got a director, Nolan, the man behind the plan here at Talk Slam Radio. How do you like that when you have the CEO, president, and everything else telling one of the guests, handle the microphone, damn it.
Back rubs, anyone? Hair wash?
Back-
Hair wash?
I mean, what the hell? What the hell?
Coming from the back. Wow, man. Getting warm in here. I tell you.
It is
getting hot in here.
It's getting hot
So
in
take
here.
off all your clothes.
Levi, we're in trouble, brother. No, I'll tell you, who we have in the studio tonight is two fine, lovely ladies, Stephanie and Deanna. Yes.
hello,
I'll tell you, what a
hello.
pleasure having them here on the show. They also have a show. What the hell?
What the
hell's going
hell?
on
What
over
the
here?
hell?
We have had a lot to what the hells just in
You know what,
between
I
our
believe-
shows tonight.
Well, I spoke with Stephanie, and she said that she was watching a race, and I was like, "Oh, wow, man, that sounds really exciting!" And you barely made it on by minutes here tonight, so we're really happy to
The
have you on
hair
the
of
show.
my skinny skin, I think is how it goes. You know, no.
So, what did you go see? What kind? I mean, before we get, I just want to know what kind of race was it? Race to nudity?
Yeah.
It's time for you to take your clothes off and go.
Unfortunately, no.
Oh, okay. It was a car. It was an actual car race.
It
that you
actually
went
was. It's open wheel, baby.
to. Open wheel,
Open
baby.
wheel, baby.
You like that open wheel, baby.
We were actually doing that in the engineer room before we came in here.
Wom, wom.
I'm
Uh-oh.
kidding.
Wait a
I'm
minute.
I know
I
you
was
are.
in the bathroom. I don't know what open wheeling she was doing in the engineer room.
You know,
Oh yeah.
I tell you, well, it's really tough talking to all six of these people over here.
I know it is, but no, I was in Mid Ohio. I travel IndyCar,
Okay.
and it was an amazing race. We had ALMS and we had IndyCar out there, and we had the Cadillac Series. But anyhow, I flew in yesterday.
Wow.
I
So
did.
you just you like travel, both of you? You enjoy traveling?
I don't travel anywhere.
doesn't.
She's
Really?
the prima donna.
No, I'm not a prima
No.
donna.
She's the prima
No,
donna.
she's
damn it.
the prima donna that travels everywhere.
I've got the day job.
I love
work
traveling.
my ass off.
I love traveling. I really
No,
do.
she does, and I honestly don't know how she does what
Everything that she does in
I
the
haven't
house.
been to sleep yet.
Well,
That's all I
you know,
gotta say.
Yeah.
And I know this. I know this just knowing that you ladies are always busy. I mean, that's really great. I mean, you have the zone, of course, and
Yes.
both of you,
Yes.
you have the zone. You and her together make the happen. Whenever it happens, it does happen. Like what the hell? The two of you
What-
put your heads together and said,
We
"Hey,
did.
you know what? Put your heads together." Oh my God, it's going to the
What the
dirt.
hell?
God.
What the hell here, man?
When
know
we
what?
put our heads together,
did.
it's trouble.
It is.
It's trouble.
Well,
Let-
no,
what do you
I
think?
promise.
I think
actually,
that's true.
You know what? Actually, I think it's a solution.
Okay.
It is. You know what? Dee and I, we have been best friends for forever. That's the way
Okay.
I describe
Yeah.
it. And I
Over
always,
20 years.
And I always say, if she had a penis, I would marry her.
Oh, and you know what? If she had a penis, this show would be completely different. We would not be talking about how everybody got to where they're at. We'd be talking about women with penises. Damn it.
But she
Would
doesn't.
that be a lesson to you?
But you know what? No, honestly.
No, I
you
get
know,
it. I get it.
She and I have been best friends for so many years. And you know what? We've had businesses together.
Yeah.
We've worked together. I have worked for her. You know what?
That's
And-
really cool.
And
That's
you
really
know
cool,
what?
though.
We've never had a harsh
No,
moment.
you know what?
Wow,
She
that's
used to
really
run
great.
my
That's
cl-
great.
You
That's
know
great.
what?
And even if you did, you guys have grown. So, I mean, this is one thing we talked about last week, you know, friends and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, friends are the friends that really listen.
Yeah.
They
Oh,
really
yeah.
listen to what you're saying.
Yep.
And if they're really asking for more
Right.
than an ear, then that person will say that to that person, but without getting in. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? There's a
Oh,
certain
yeah.
way to
Oh,
do
yeah.
that with
Absolutely.
friends.
She honestly to goodness is she used to run my club, and when she wasn't running my club
And
anymore,
that's a zone.
in the zone.
That's a zone.
Zone
That's in
And-
Tarpon
and
Springs.
when she went to
Great,
work for-
nice
yeah.
club. Nice club.
When she went to work for Trim Nutrition, I was devastated because she
Oh.
ran my club
Right.
so good.
Right. Yes. Yes.
And
yes.
and
It's a
and
tough
I-
business, too.
It is a tough business, and I don't knock anybody to do anything any better. But you know, the thing about it is that she is the calm one. Like
Right. Right.
I'm the one who
Well, see, that's like- yeah.
has no patience.
Like with this show, Levi
yeah.
is my if you want to call it Cheech and Chong, he's the Cheech and my Chong. There's got to be a balance
exactly.
there.
Or there's a
Levi's
yin,
laid
yin
back.
and a
Yin
yang.
and yang. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
And,
Yin and
and
yang,
that's
Cheech
how
and
we are, the
We
yin
are.
and yang.
We are.
And there was like one night, there was a guy who came into the zone, and I know you remember this.
I do.
And this guy was really super, super hammered. And I
Okay.
looked over at her and I said, "Is that guy peeing on my wall over
Oh,
there on
my
my
God.
sofa?"
Oh, yeah.
And
He
she
was.
said, "I think he is." and me who
You know that guy's gone. I mean, to piss indoors
Yeah, no,
at a
he- no,
club.
he was.
she's
He
the
was.
Oh,
calm
my
one who can
God.
handle situations like that.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
she can go up to say someone, excuse me, sir, are you peeing on her sofa there? I do not handle that.
Right.
No.
You'd have just gone up there and whoop.
Well, that's
Yeah.
kind of what I did.
Right.
Yeah, you know,
Whoa.
I'm half Indian, so it's like the woo woo woo
Uh-oh.
woo.
Well,
starts
that's
Well,
funny
I mean, yeah. But you know, and it's really interesting because you know that's the yin and yang situation. I definitely get that. But when you have somebody that is so wasted, the only real way to deal with it is calmly, because that person is completely an idiot before he got drunk.
Oh, he was.
I mean,
Yeah,
it
he
really,
was-
I
yeah, he-
believe it.
yeah,
If
there
you're,
was no
if you're an
rationality with
a-hole,
him.
if you're an a-hole before you get drunk,
Yeah.
then you're an a-hole after you get drunk, and you're worse.
Oh, he
you know?
he was
Well,
10 times worse.
Yeah, and my
Or some
my
people get
objective
worse.
was, how are we going to get him out of the club without causing a scene to the rest of the patrons who
Sure,
are having a
sure,
really good
sure,
time?
sure.
You know, and also for him to have a great time and come back.
Oh, he was having a
when
great time.
so-
He had his penis in his hand outdoors. Hey, hallelujah! I'm going to write my name right over here.
Yeah,
he was
that-
writing his name everywhere.
he was,
writing
he
his
was,
name
he
everywhere.
was.
Oh, my
yes,
God.
He was.
and she was not happy.
Not, I
have to make a
can
lot
only
of
admit.
people happy at this point. But you know what?
Yeah.
All I got to say is I love this woman. She is
That's
the
cool.
most amazing woman.
That is really cool.
And, you know, your show is, how did we get here?
That's exactly
know
right.
what?
How did you girls get here? I mean, I know how. See, here we go.
And you know what?
How did you?
We
get
go
here?
back. We go back a long
Yes,
way.
we do. Yes, we do.
Antonio. You
Mhm.
know, we all have a history.
Long journey. Long
Yeah,
journey.
we do.
Long
It
journey.
has
Long
been,
journey.
You know what? But through the trials and tribulations, you know what? Here we are. We all
I know.
sit
Isn't that
together.
something? I
And you know what?
have to agree with
I mean,
you
it's
100%.
amazing. It just gives me chills. And
I know.
We were talking the other
so
night.
so many years just clicked by
I
so
know.
quick.
You know, I mean, it's like you think like how young we were.
Yep.
And we
Well,
all, we all no, but we all still look
are.
good.
Right.
We all still look good. But we were talking the other night that we had listened to your show last week,
okay.
and what an amazing. How do we want to say it? The way that you come across.
Oh, I don't take compliments too.
No, but we know you're an
listen.
MC, but you know what? On the radio,
well-
you just have that knack.
You do.
You
Well,
really
thank you.
have
It
that
comes
knack, and you
across
come
very
across.
natural. Very
It's
natural.
very,
I
very
really appreciate
natural.
that.
Message
That
and-
okay. It's not a bit. This is how did you get here? Not how I.
No, but
No,
you know
listen,
what?
I
It-
appreciate
You've
Thank
been
you
through
so
a lot,
much.
Antonio. You have been through hell and back. And
Yeah, it's been
you
pretty
know what?
interesting. That's for sure.
It really has. And all of us have our own life stories.
Sure.
But you know
sure,
what? We've
sure.
all traveled that journey.
Absolutely. Oh,
And here we are still
I know. All together again.
Still
I
looking
tell you.
good.
So I
Still
mean, really,
looking
what
good.
I mean, all of a sudden, I know that you ladies, I've as long as I know, as long as I can think back, I've always seen the two of you together, and so now you've done so many wonderful things, and it does, and you're lucky to have one best friend because my family would tell me this. Especially my brother, and I love my brother Nick. How you doing, Nick? Peace. Nick. Yeah. I thought you ought to be here with the two ladies and their titties. I mean, the ladies alone were nice,
yeah.
but no, they know I'm teasing. But really, we're all lucky in life, Levi, and you can chime in on this too, to have or find one or two or three people in our lives that we can call best friends.
Yeah.
I mean, they just don't grow on trees. They're just,
they
it's
don't.
not,
That-
I mean,
that is
soulfully
hard.
connecting with another human being
Absolutely.
with no kind of pretenses whatsoever.
It's
and just say,
unconditional.
yeah, unconditional.
Unconditional.
I'm
Yeah.
your buddy, and that's it. And it's very hard to find.
No,
It's-
absolutely.
I mean,
Very hard to
and,
find.
And let me tell you something. The two of us, our lives are very, very chaotic. I mean,
Very.
No,
very
I believe
chaotic.
that. I
And
believe
we
that also.
have we have so much stuff that goes on between our lives, and the thing about it is even when she ran my club, the one thing that I love about her the most is that I can be quite biatchy.
Okay.
I can be very biatchy when
Okay.
it comes to my business.
and I don't see that side of her.
She
But
doesn't
you know
see the
what?
biatchy.
But you
The
know what?
biatchy. You know what I mean?
but-
It's a
but-
portatini with the biatchi.
It was, you know.
She's got the biatchi in her.
But you know what? When it came to my business, we were able to separate the
Absolutely.
two.
Sure,
Really.
sure,
From-
sure.
from
Oh, yeah,
our
yeah, you kind of have
friendship.
to.
No, business
there were-
is business.
Yeah, you have to.
And
And
that's
personal is
very, if you can do that,
Yeah.
you know that you have a strong friendship, because I'm sure there were
I agree
times
with
where
you.
she wanted to say,
Well, like now, I'm in
blankety
business.
blank you.
I'm in business
Yeah.
with my best friend.
Yeah.
And actually, it was. I mean, it to me, and I tell him this all the time. Angel Arabello, I love you, brother. He's a brother from another mother. But and really, I truly mean it. You know how men,
Right,
that's what we
right,
say when we
right.
sincerely mean that. And and we were talking about sensitivity and all that. Guys can enjoy company and have love and caring and all that stuff.
right.
But Angel has been a blessing of a great best friend for me, because
Right.
I mean, all of a sudden he's like, we just got together, and all of a sudden within
You
a month or
clicked.
two, well,
Yep.
this is years ago we knew each other, but
Right.
now within a couple of months of talking to him, he's like, hey man, I got this thing going on here. So all of a sudden I opened up the collectible toy store right next to his, which is already up and operating. So I was like,
Wow.
man, you got to be
Wow.
kidding me. So just throwing it out there because he knew how much collectibles I had collected
Right.
throughout the years. So
Right.
I said, okay. So now I'm at Oldsmar Market and I'm doing that
Oh,
gig on the
good.
weekends. When I'm there, I'm there. When I'm not, I'm not.
I got tons of stuff.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and we're
I mean,
neighbors.
oh my
We're right
God.
across the
I-
street.
We're like
I get
right
it.
across the street
Oh,
from you.
well, I tell you what, we're actually the business is growing exponentially, and
Excellent.
there's something coming up probably in the works that me and him are working on now. And sure, because we're expanding the business a lot more.
Let me tell you.
He's got 7 different businesses, no, 5 different businesses in the Oldsmar Market alone.
Wow.
I've
and,
got tons of stuff. Tons
She
of
does.
stuff.
We do
She has
accumulate stuff. We're
warehouses
pack
full.
rats as human beings. But
I
tell
am
me,
a major pack rat.
But you got to tell me. Okay, so you ladies are best friends, and
Mm-hmm.
your show is called What the Hell, and you
What
can
the
catch it on the same network too. So
Yes.
everybody out there, What the Hell is the name of their show. You want to check it out because they talk about what the hell, man.
What the hell? I mean, who
So tell
hasn't
us
had
a
a what the
couple-
hell moment?
a couple of
Exactly.
who doesn't have a what the hell moment? I have to agree with that. So give me one of your what the hell moments when you said, you know what, we're doing this and that's it, and you went forward. And of course, now you have to, be accepted too in the family here. And now you have a show called What the Hell.
Right.
Name a couple times of where you spoke about what the hell to give
my
people the
God.
idea of.
Right.
We said what the hell about this or
Okay.
races or nudeness.
I
or
would
marijuana,
say, and
whatever.
Levi could confirm this over here. A what the hell moment about Franny.
Franny.
We
You
have
know
some
Franny?
what the
Somebody
hell
Franny?
moments.
Franny
Oh, Franny.
said,
Oh,
if you don't leave me alone, I'll let my boy kick your ass.
Oh my God!
Junior.
Do that voice again.
what the hell
This is
moment?
wait.
When
This is a
Franny
woman.
wants to pop her teeth out.
Oh my God!
Have you seen that? When
Oh
she
my
wants to
God.
pop her teeth out?
What the hell, man?
Oh, oh,
What the hell?
oh my God.
I've seen
But-
her real junk.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this is why I say she's very tolerant.
Oh my
I've
God!
seen Franny so
Oh, yeah.
wasted that a lot of club owner would put her out.
Oh,
And
and
Oh,
I
my
keep her
God.
there. I
Yeah.
keep
Oh,
her
my
there.
We
oh, my
love,
God.
We love Franny.
We do. We love
do.
Franny.
You know
But
what?
she's a what
But
the
wait,
hell
wait,
moment.
this is a woman. Now, everybody for out there, you have to understand something.
Yes.
They're talking about a woman that
Yeah.
goes to Deanna's bar.
Yes.
And Deanna and Steph, Deanna owns the bar. Steph ran the bar, but Steph likes to travel a lot. But they still get together and they have a show called What the Hell.
Right.
So they're talking about a what the hell moment with a woman named
Yeah.
Fran, which is a
Right.
female
Yeah.
that sounds like. How does she talk, Levi?
oh, guys, what y'all doing tonight? They call her Fran the man.
They do.
Fran,
They do.
How did we get here,
She
man?
went
They do. They
Forget
call
the
her friends.
dance Off of Deanna's
Yes.
partner.
They do.
Fran will slip in and say, dance with me. And I'm saying, this woman, this beautiful woman and Fran
Okay.
I
share
have danced with
her-
friends.
I have
many
too.
Oh,
But
my
you
God.
know what?
How did we get here? See,
Yeah.
this is my how did we
Okay.
get
Yeah,
here moment.
yeah.
But this is how she got there. And you know what? We love Franny.
Yes,
I mean,
we
Okay.
do. Love her to death.
We've embraced Franny, and I
Yeah.
think
Embrace Franny.
No, we really have.
What does she sound like?
Yeah, man.
No.
She say,
I tell you, my
don't leave me
No,
alone.
listen.
I'll have my boy
No.
kick your ass.
Oh,
And that's Junior.
no, actually,
That's
she's wanted to
Junior.
kick her ass a couple
she
times.
did. Listen.
Give my boy to kick her ass. You're kidding me, man.
No,
Oh, no,
really,
she
no,
will.
really, no, she
Fran
really
the
will.
man.
I had a broken knee, and I was in this whole contraption from ankle up
Okay.
to mid thigh.
Wow,
and,
that's
and
a
I
that's a
took
bitch.
off
Yeah.
after her to fight her in an alley one night.
Well, you didn't
We
go
have
after her to
a
fight her.
one-legged
No.
woman chasing a man.
Yeah.
No, actually, I
She
went
didn't
Amazing.
want to have to fight her.
I didn't want to fight her, but it ended up being that in the
Ended
middle
up-
of some.
ended up
But
bad.
you know what? This is I'm going to say.
Hey,
about,
Stephanie,
no,
stay away from me. I attack you with my titties.
no, you know what? This is what I'm going to say about Franny.
Okay,
Franny has been.
that is a what the hell moment.
She is just a part of Tarpon Spring.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
Oh, the Greeks would.
She
die.
is.
No, hang on.
Oh,
hang
no,
on,
they all
hang on,
know her.
hang on.
They all know her.
But you know what? Let me explain something about Franny.
What is a village without what?
No,
Franny.
no. And Deanna has been so loving and accepting of
Yeah.
her, as have
Right.
I. But you know what? Franny lost her husband.
Okay,
They were
Yeah.
married for many, many years.
sure.
And he passed away. And when he passed away, she didn't know. I don't think she knew how to deal with it.
You
so
know, and then this is a true story, very true story. And I don't know if I told you this, Levi. I know somebody that got in a very severe car accident to the point where they killed a man.
Oh.
Okay, and the man that she killed lost his wife. Now this is an educated man that had a little bit of money, had a
Mhm.
home and everything else, and his family didn't know where he was. Well, he had taken off and he was living on the streets. So literally, this man retracted himself from society after losing his wife, being married to her for a lot of years. And upon his death was when people understood where he was and why he did what he did.
Right,
But I mean,
right.
so I believe that people, to lose somebody you love, man, it's a traumatic. Did you
it
know
is.
really
this
is.
is
Some
a true
different.
this is
Really
a
is.
true condition. Honest to God, for the people out there, this is real. It happens every
It does,
day.
Every day.
Yes.
There's something called broken heart syndrome.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
And to the point where you get so depressed about losing a loved one or a loved one,
Exactly.
significant other or partner
Yeah.
or whatever, to the point where you literally get physically sick.
yes.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
physically get sick.
Yeah.
And you know what? I got physically sick,
Yeah.
so I can imagine the to the extreme. But when I found that out, I couldn't believe it. Broken heart syndrome.
Yeah.
I do believe she suffers
I-
from that. She
yeah,
actually
absolutely.
wears her husband's shirts and she cuts them off.
Yes.
Yeah.
She cut her
Yeah,
hair.
she
Oh,
does.
I know who she is.
yeah,
I
she
know
cut
who
her
she
hair.
is.
Yeah.
And everyone
Yeah.
calls her Fran the Man. And the thing is, they don't
They don't know her. They don't
Yeah,
know her.
They
and
don't know
she's
the
really
story.
sweet.
Judgmental. What do you
And the
think there,
story
Levi?
is-
Judgmental
No,
guy.
and the story is she lost her husband from cancer.
Wow.
And they were
What
married
the
over
hell, man?
35 years.
Yeah.
Right.
And she loved this man so deeply that when she lost him, she went into his closet. She took his clothes. She probably smelled them. She didn't want to lose the smell. She didn't want to lose anything
Sure,
about
sure.
that person. And she put his clothes on. She cut the sleeves off. She cut her hair.
Yeah.
I know exactly who you're talking about.
Yeah.
And you know what? She
Yeah.
went out on the street
Wow.
Yeah.
and she embodied the person she loved more than life.
Right.
Yeah.
Now,
She really doesn't bother people.
No.
either.
She doesn't.
I mean, she does. No, I know who you're talking
if she
about.
hang on. If she
Yeah.
drinks, if she goes beyond beer,
No
she
liquor.
does-
No liquor for
No
Franny.
liquor.
No liquor.
for
Cut her
Franny.
off,
We
man.
cut her off.
So I mean, now that I get the premise of your show, so you just kind of find these moments that you've had in your life and want to
absolutely.
introduce it out to the world here.
Yes.
And with Nolan's network, Talk Slam Radio, great. They're on the same network, by the way. So if you do want to hear about some what the hell moments and some funny moments, I mean, it's not all doom and gloom. No.
we're about
Hell yeah.
Actually,
They're about the party.
years ago,
That's for sure.
we could probably tell some what the hell moments with us.
Well, you know what? I'm sure you do on your show. And I mean, that's why I was trying to dig a little bit deeper. That's what a
Yeah.
host
So,
does. See, I dig.
hang on. I'm
I
going to go
dig.
back like about, hang on.
Phone lines are open for anybody out there who wants to call.
15 hang on,
All
let's
right.
go 15 years ago. To
Okay.
a,
Here we go. Here's the juice you want, Levi.
to a establishment off of well, it was US 19, and they put all these fancy overpasses and everything in. But
Is that when you did like the wedding?
They did
moment?
the wild thing off of
you do
US
the-
19
did you do
somewhere.
the wedding
I think somebody was a DJ there for a while,
Oh yeah.
or for a little bit,
Oh,
maybe.
maybe. Interesting.
Maybe.
This is getting very interesting here.
This is like way back,
Way back.
way back.
So what?
Way back.
All I gotta say is Antonio is an amazing soul. No, he really is.
He is.
He's an amazing soul. D and I listen.
No, I'm getting ready. I tell you, you know what? It's many years I spent in the entertainment business, which is about half my life, 25 years. I never got used to compliments. And I know that sounds crazy, but I mean, I've signed autographs for thousands of people,
You
taking
have.
pictures with
You have.
thousands of
I
people
know.
across the
Because
country
you
and
had
overseas.
the Suncoast calendar men.
Yeah, I'm
and
dad.
and we had the female version.
The Suncoast Calendar Girls.
did.
See, I know. You girls started all that crazy
Those
stuff.
were
I
the
know.
And you know what?
days.
The only, and this is a true fact.
Oh.
And anybody, if anybody out there wants to challenge me on this, there's only two people on this planet know how I came up with that name. Only two people.
How did
and,
you come up with that name?
Oh, I will never
No
tell.
secrets?
I will never
No,
tell.
Okay.
But I had my own method to the madness.
We
Because that's
love
what it
it.
was.
Well,
it really
you know
was.
what?
But you know
It's
what? What a
successful.
blast. What a blast. So I tell you what.
and what
it
a
really
great
was.
show. Let me
Yes,
tell you,
yes.
you ran a amazing
Very
show.
successful.
Well,
group of
you know,
guys.
when I
Talent,
first-
it was amazing. And hey, Marcos Consuelos.
Sure. Look at him.
Hey,
Marcos
look at him.
Consuelos made it big. You
I
know what's
know.
interesting, though? This is true. When I first came here to Florida from out west, I walked into nightclubs with a 5-inch thick portfolio of pictures and things of everything I had ever done. So when I came in there, they were like, "Hey, great, we'll just hire you on the side,
Promo.
and we'll still have the show. But
Right.
I'll hire you to do your gig because I want you while you're here."
Right.
Well, once I did that, I got blackballed by all the groups, by all of them. They said, no. Don't hire him. Don't hire him. Told the club owners because I was driving to Tampa. I was like, you know what? I'm here. I'm
Right.
going to do it. So
Right.
I was winning all these dance contests. I mean, you know, $500,
Right.
$800.
Yeah,
I took my
exactly.
father,
That's right.
God rest his soul. I became best friends with my father the last year of his life. And
That's
when
amazing.
I first came down here, I says, okay, we have not seen each other in 6 years. When I win this dance contest, you're going anywhere I want to go.
Uh-oh.
And my dad,
Oh, wow.
and here was my father. He was like, so you're just going to walk in there and you're going to win $500 and that's it. And I said,
Yep,
I'm going to walk
yep,
in there
yep.
and now we go back here. And that's talking about
That's
years.
years
And I
ago.
says, I'm going to walk in that club and I'm going to win the money and you got to go anywhere I go. And he goes, okay, if you think you can just walk in there and make $500 in an hour, let's see it. I walked in there, I won the $500 and I took him to a strip bar in Tampa.
Awesome.
I did.
Hell yeah.
And this is,
That's a hell yeah
I said, hell yeah, I guess that is.
Yeah.
And so when we got there, and there was this girl up on stage, and she was all beautiful, dragon tattoo or something on her side, and my father's got his back to the dance floor, and he goes, "That woman's Turkish." I was like, "What?" He goes, "That woman's Turkish." I was like, "How do you know she's Turkish? She's standing behind you." He goes, "She's Turkish, believe me." I was like, "All right, whatever." The girl gets off stage. I call her over. I say, "Here you go." I tip her. I said, "Where are you from?" She goes, "I'm from Istanbul." I was like, "Dad, man, what have you been doing, man?"
He was there earlier
Yeah,
that day.
you're going to these bars, man.
Yeah.
And he was like, "No." He goes, "But when I in Serbia, when I was there, he goes, I used to own a club, and I used to have Turkish dancers there. That's how I knew." I was like, "You're kidding
It's
me."
amazing.
Wow.
Yeah. And that was before World War II.
Yeah.
And
wow.
it just blew my mind. I was just like, "Oh my God." He said that she was Turkish and she's from Istanbul. I can't believe it. Yeah, very interesting. Isn't it? I mean, so you have a lot of what the hell moments. Sounds so much
do.
fun. I've caught some of your show. And for those of you out there, again, please do check it out. Lady
you.
Stephanie and Deanna from What the Hell,
What the
baby.
Hell?
We're going to take a little pause for the cause with Levi Metamagu's My Co-Host Music coming right up on How Did We Get Here? Talk Slam Radio. Oh, we got a call coming in already? Go. Let's hear it from the caller. Who's out there? Talk to me.
Yes, and this is Swia.
Swia. She was on last week,
Man,
ladies.
this is Antonio.
Yeah, this is Antonio. Talk to me.
I would have turned down my I would have loved to see you dance. You know that?
Oh, thank
he
you.
was
Yes,
awesome.
he was amazing.
It was a long time ago, honey.
No, actually, I think he still is amazing.
Oh, there we go.
He was gorgeous. He was
I can-
gorgeous, though.
Look at this
I
hair.
gotta turn my head.
Hey.
But how you doing, Swee? I tell you what, we look forward to having Swee. She's an author. She wrote a book, "Don't Call Me Crazy, I'm Just
Oh,
in
wow.
Love," and
Aw, that's awesome.
she talks about mental illness and things like that. Great book and great
Amazing.
lady. So how you doing tonight? You doing okay?
Thank you. I'm doing good. I love how you got the number right. It's right there, so you can have a search for it. It's right there. I love that.
Oh, good,
That is-
good.
that is
Yes,
good
yes.
marketing.
Yeah, well, I mean, I got so many emails from different people, complimenting on the show, and I really appreciate all those emails. Thank you very much, and all the good wishes. We'll see how long it lasts, just like anything else. You don't know. This is called a trial run, They're checking me out and seeing if it's going to fly. But after hearing everybody, reading all the emails, I said, well, you know what? The best way to solve that is just to have the phone number and my email address right there through the whole show, and that way everybody will know how to get in touch with us over here. And I'm glad you called up tonight.
Yes, thank you. I can't see. I can barely read it. Antonio F.
Antonio, the number one, Y, the number one again, at hotmail.com. Antonio 1Y1 at hotmail.com. Yeah, I don't know why I made it so confusing, but the number one, Y1 at hotmail.com. Right here at How Did You Get Here? How did we get here? Stephanie, once again, Deanna, I'd like to say thank you.
darling.
Thank you
Nolan,
so much
take it
for
away with
having
our
us.
break. And we've got lovely Anna Broham coming back with none other than Raging Nerdgasm.
Family. Shame and scandal in the family.
Misery, shame and scandal in the family. Oh, misery, shame and scandal in the family. In New York State, there was a family with as much confusion as you will see. There was a mama and a papa, a boy who was grown, who wanted to get married, have a wife of his married to she. My daddy said that is his picnic, and I can't get married to she. My mama said that all right with she. A shame and scandal in the family. A shame and scandal in the family. So he went to his mother, covered his head, told his mother what his papa had said. The mama, she laughed, she said, go man, go. Your daddy ain't your daddy, but your daddy don't know. Oh, misery, shame and scandal in the family. 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 Oh, misery, shame and scandal in the family.
All right, coming right back at you right here at How Did We Get Here on www.talkslamradio.com. And once again, if you want to call into the show, 727-597-4022. And if you want to email me, Antonio1y1 at hotmail.com. It's written right there for you to see it. We have the lovely Anna Broham. Thank you, Anna, for showing up.
Hey.
Yeah. Well, last week she was on and she brought a little bit of her stuff, but look at this, man. The Transformers. That's some great.
No, it's a
Megatron.
Gundam.
A Gundam. I know. I deserve that. I deserve that. Well, you know what? Last week we talked a little bit of it, but please tell us about these items right here. These are great. And tell us about your website, of course.
All right, so you guys know that me and my husband Tom Chaos, we run Raging Nerdgasm. So you could go to ragingnerdgasm.com. We mainly do a lot of toy documentation and pop culture review. And we pretty much, our main goal is to practically try to take all the magic and advertisement pizzazz out of stuff. Not really ruin it for you, but most of us, we purchase. Oh, we've seen a commercial for an item or a toy, and you're like, oh,
This
man,
is great.
that's so cool. And then you get it in your hand, and it's like, oh. So this way, you guys, if you really want to see what something looks like before you shell out all the money, just check out our website. The library is growing every day, constantly. I uploaded about another 500 pictures earlier today.
Oh, wow.
So,
Wow. So basically what it is, there's a magazine out called Lee's Toy Review.
Yep.
But the problem with that is that now, for whatever reason, they only publish it, I believe, twice a year. They've gone to from once a month to twice a year. And that's like disheartening because as a collector, who's going to take that place? Well, guess what? Raging Nerdgasm is taking that place and through the internet. I mean, somebody's got to fill the void.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just the way it is. And so their website is not only informative and you're able to see what's going on, that you also blog and tweet so they can talk directly to you, correct?
Yep.
And if you have any collectibles out there, with Anna, her and her husband basically do the toy aspect of collecting. Myself, I've always been throughout collecting or toys or antiques or anything glass. So I always enjoyed it. Do we have a call coming in? Okay. Hello. What's going on? Who's out there? Talk at me.
Hey, this is Cindy West calling in from Tennessee.
Cindy West, how you doing, girl?
There's a lot of stress going on, but I'm coping pretty well.
Yeah? You doing okay then out there?
I'm doing all right.
All right. Well, thank you for calling in. So tell me what's happening.
Sorry?
What's happening in Tennessee?
What's happening in Tennessee? A lot of chaos. I think it's going on everywhere, though.
A lot of chaos, huh? Yeah, I think they've even got toys called Chaos now, don't they? Yeah, Chaos. That's true. Did you know that there are a toy manufacturer out there called Chaos?
Yeah.
CHAOS. Chaos. Wow.
Hey, they're making up for chaos.
Well, I hope that the chaos kind of calms down for you. Everything else going okay? What's the weather like in Tennessee?
It's beautiful if you like 100 degrees.
100 degrees. Well, I mean, Tennessee does have mountains, so I guess you got rolling mountains, rolling hills or something like that,
We
right?
got something similar. I mean, we might be on our 80s, but after the humidity and the heat, we're
Yeah.
up to like the high hundreds over here. So we
It's pretty
understand
brutal.
that.
It's pretty brutal, especially if we don't get a lot of rain. But thank you, Cindy, for calling in. Do you have any questions for anybody up here? Our Levi, our reggae artist, Anna Broham with her collectibles, or me? Ask me.
I called in to say hi to Antonio.
Oh, well, thank you, Cindy. I really appreciate that. I am absolutely flattered that you called up. So now everybody knows that Cindy called me up to say hello, and I'm really happy about that. Please stay in touch. Call us back. Sound like a
Not a
winner?
problem.
Okay. Well, you have a good evening, Cindy. Okay. You take care of yourself, and thank you for calling in.
You too, sweetheart.
All right, beautiful. Thank you. Take care now. Bye. Okay, we got another call coming in. Let me hear you. Somebody
Hello?
call? Yeah.
Is this Antonio?
This is Antonio.
This is Marlene.
Hey, Marlene, how you doing? Okay. So how you
I'm
doing?
fine.
Well, I tell you what, thank you for checking out the show tonight. Are you having fun?
My computer doesn't like the show.
Oh, no.
Oh,
It keeps,
no.
It keeps cutting in and out on me, and I can't hardly understand anything. But
Oh,
I had
wow.
to check it anyway. But I still got it on.
Oh, well, thank you.
I hear bits and pieces.
Thank you so much. Well, I tell you what, I hope that, and just this is for everybody out there, if by chance you get on a website and you do have some problems, by all means, all you have to do, if you need, get off the network and just go straight to watch here, you may be able to watch the replay of the show. And I'm sorry you're having problems out there, Marlene.
Well, I wanted to
How's
check
everything
in
else?
anyway. I wanted to see, what you look like now and stuff, and
Oh.
I found out.
Okay. Well, Marlene, thank you so
So-
much. I'm sending you all my love out there. Okay. Say hi to everybody. All right.
I sure will.
Okay.
You
Beautiful.
take care.
Thank you. Bye bye.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right. I'll tell you what, I got a couple calls in tonight. Okay, we've got the Gundam right here, which I almost got slapped about. And what else do we have going on here?
Well, we got this little series right here. This is called, let me see if I can remember the name of it. It's a company called Toki Doki.
Doki Doki, Doki Doki, Doki Doki. I tell you what, these are so cute. I know that you folks are having a hard time seeing it out there. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna hold it right up to the lens. Give me a second.
There he goes. All right. But the main thing I want to talk about is there is a large culture out there for vinyls. And vinyls range everything from half-inch like figures all the way to this behemoth that we have here.
I know that's beautiful, man.
And believe it or not, there's actually a 5-foot tall version of this bad boy. It's about
Really,
$6,000.
$6,000 for a 5-footer, man.
Oh, hell
that's pretty
yeah.
hot, though. I mean, when I picked it up, I thought it was just gonna be like this vacuum formed plastic, but it's heavy.
Oh, no. And I told my husband, if we ever get that thing, we're making love in front of it. That thing is so
The
sexy.
5-footer. Uh-oh.
Hell yeah. Oh.
That'd be, you know what? That'd be a great photo piece. I mean, you know what I mean? Not nude photos. I mean, just photos with it. That'd be pretty cool, man. I mean, a Gundam, 5-foot Gundam. And how much did this one? Like, for instance, give everybody out there a chance. How much did this one cost?
Believe it or not, this one we found it at a great price because unfortunately he's incomplete. He is missing the 2 swords up here, and he's also missing his shield.
Oh, that's right. They do have that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
he is from the original Mobile Suit Gundam. It's
Mumble
the one
Suit
from
Gundam.
the
You know,
70s.
I have the clear Gundam. I have the clear one, the mail away. The first one that they ever did, the mail away Toy Fair.
Don't tell me
I know.
this.
You know what? I bought, like we were talking before. I buy in twos, right? And I bought 2 translucent Gundams, and they're pretty cool. I mean, I love collecting toys. Levi loves playing music and chasing women. Is that pretty much on target there?
Oh, yeah.
Music and women. And Anna and her husband also, they have RagingNerdgasm.com, which is their site. And back again, it's like a Lee's toy review. The only difference is Lee's doesn't show you pictures of everything. They just give you the price list of everything. And with Anna and Tom, you can go to their website and actually see pictures of different kinds of toys. And I'm sure you probably accept pictures from people if they want to send it in and say, hey, you don't have this listed, but I own this, and maybe you just put it in your library.
Oh yeah, and we give them credit for it's like pictures submitted by so and so, and like we recently went to a store in Gainesville. We took a picture of the GI Joe USS flag. It's a huge, giant. It's a giant toy as big as this table.
Right.
And, he was very nice to let us take pictures of it, and we gave him credit.
See, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. So you get credit on their website. So once again, www.ragingnerdgasm.com. Gasm. Raging Nerd Gasm. And you can go there and look up collectibles that you own or collectibles that you want to own and get the right skivvy. To get the skivvy on the situation, man.
Yeah.
You know, because that's what it's all about, letting everybody know. That is how Anna and Tom got to where they're at. They started collecting. I mean, stop me if I'm wrong.
Oh, yeah.
They started collecting, and from collecting went, you know what? Let's turn on the world to what our knowledge is,
Yep.
because we love this, love collecting so much. So they put the energy and time into building their website. They blog, they tweet, they do it all. So that's it's a lot of fun all the way around. That is what the whole show is about. How did we get here?
Yeah.
How did we get here as a whole, as a society? How did you get to where you're going as a person, as a human being? And probably, I think that we could probably look at Anna as a permanent fixture right here on this show, not only to talk about the toys and the collectibles and Raging Nerdgasm, but also to join in with us, me and Levi, to talk about social issues.
Absolutely.
Because I believe that, you know, me and Levi can give one perspective to what's going on out there in the world, but I believe that having a woman's point of view is always helpful.
Very
And yeah, absolutely. And that's why we accept phone calls, and I'm so happy that some people called me tonight, especially some ladies out there. Appreciate that. Give me a shout out. Make me blush all night. I'm gonna close out a little bit slowly but surely. Once again, I'd like to give a shout out to Angel Arabello. Angel, thanks for being my best friend, man. You're really awesome. And also, he's my business partner. And you can come out and check us out. That's how me and Anna got to know each other, and her husband is because I own a business out at Oldsmar, and that's D West number 2 and 3. And Angel and me joined up forces, and now it is the biggest collectible store in the whole market.
Yeah,
It is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it really
it
is.
is. It
One
is.
of the biggest
Between the two, it's the biggest. It's the
Yeah.
biggest there. The biggest, the best. And we try to bring you the best too.
I'd like to say a special, all the best is for my brother Bob, who we used to play together as a band. Now he's sick and he's in a hospital, and it was his birthday a couple of days ago.
Oh, wow.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday out there, Bob.
Yeah.
All right, that's cool. Levi chiming in there saying happy birthday to Bob. He's in a hospital. We wish him to speedy recovery, that's for sure. Tonight might have gone by a little bit too quick, but the reality of the situation is my co-host Levi and my second co-host Anna will probably be joining us here on How Did We Get Here? Hopefully next week again, so we can get a female's perspective on some of the things we talk about.
Absolutely.
My heart goes out once again to the families that lost loved ones in a tragedy again.
Yeah.
Right here at TalkSlamRadio.com. My name is Antonio. This is How Did We Get Here? With Levi and Anna and myself
Matamugu.
coming right at you. Matamugu, that's right. And all the reggae music tonight is done by Levi Matamugu, my co-host. So that's the music that you'll
From
be
my
listening
album
to.
called Satisfaction is Hard to Find.
Satisfaction is hard to find. That is the CD. it
Yeah,
is.
and if they need to get
Oh, that's right. If you want a CD of Levi's music, just email me at Antonio1Y@hotmail.com with your address and $10, and he will get a CD out to you of some great reggae, live original reggae that he has performed. Please go visit Anna at RagingNerdgasm.com, right here at TalkSlamRadio.com. And my name's Antonio. How did we get here? We'll find out next week how we got here. Peace!
Bye.
What was that, you might ask? I'll tell you what that was. That was another fine show from TalkSlamRadio.com.